Hi guys, I have a project share and this is an outgoing swap, and this swap is being hosted by my dear friend Beck at Beck's Crafting World 2. I'll make sure that I put the link to her channel in the title. And this is a group swap, which means that we're all sending our swap to Beck, and then Beck is gonna do reveals on her channel, and then we're all gonna be swapped. And by the time you're seeing this, that means that Beck has already revealed my swap, because I don't like to take away her thunder and reveal my swap before she gets a chance to reveal it on her channel, since she's doing all the work of posting and stuff. So anyway, you may have already seen, but sometimes we as crafters do project shares just because we can provide a little more detail about what we used and how we made things that maybe Beck may not know just by looking at them. So anyway, enough talking. But I've been getting a lot of questions about just like swapping and what is it and how do you do it? And so I just kind of wanted to add that. So we had some requirements. The requirements were, we had to make a mini banner, which Beck said, like, just make a banner. It really doesn't matter if it's mini or not. And then we had to do 3 Crafter's Choice items, 2 crafty goodies, like store-bought goodies, and creative packaging, and some kind of a beaded element. I think those were all of the requirements. So I did, of course, as usual, make more than what just the requirements were. So I did make this little tote bag, and then I made this little loaded pocket, and I also made a little box here, and I made a little card. And then I also made some stuff for Beck, which I'll show you toward the end, because I haven't like packaged her stuff up yet. And I have a lot of crafty goodies that I'm not even gonna put on here. You have to watch her channel to see those. But let me start here. So I made this cute little box, and this is a die from KS Craft, and it's actually, I think it's a Valentine's Day die that has like strawberries, but I just used it like this, and I made this cute little bolt butterfly bow, which is, this is a Scrap Diva die. And in here I made some little bows, and they're the mini bows, and I just layered them with foil paper, glitter paper, regular paper. I put these acetate pieces. I did loosely use the Doodlebug Hometown USA collection, which is also the same thing that I used last year for 4th of July. And something really interesting about this is that this is kind of my 1-year anniversary of swapping, because last year the first swap that I did was a one-on-one swap, and it was 4th of July themed. So it's been one really fun year of crafting, and something cool too is I incorporated an element that I got last year into this. And my swap partner then was actually Ursula, who's Arctic Glam on Instagram, and I will link her also. And she was the best first partner to have. She was so like sweet, and she was like really patient, and she like made so much stuff. Anyway, so back to this. So I did use the Hometown USA. So these are little acetate pieces that come in one of the ephemera packs that I put underneath here. And then this is a puffy sticker on top of another puffy sticker. And I did make 2 of those, and I also made these little 2 popsicles. And it's funny, I actually made these last year, and I made so many that I did not need to give Ursula a gajillion popsicles, so I was able to add these in this year. And I did use the shaker mix, a mixture between the Doodlebug shaker mix and also my own added thing. Some of these are the little, like the rolled confetti from Dollar Tree. And then Ursula gave me these beads last year, and so I did pass them along. And I thought it would be so fun to incorporate, just in honor of me swapping for a year, I incorporated some of the things from last year in this. So that's all. And I just kind of made it in this little box. And the box just has like an acetate cover, just so you can kind of see what's in here. But you can make the box without it. And then I did use, this page is actually from a birthday collection. It's not from this collection. And then this is from the Doodlebug collection. So I used a lot of solids. I actually had less of the paper than I remembered this year. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna work with the scraps. I also made this little card, and this is just a sticker from the collection. This is one of my favorite ways to make cards, which is just like putting strips and then just like putting them together and then cutting them out. And then I just kind of put a base on here. This came from ephemera, and this is also the puffy sticker pack. And I didn't put anything on the inside. I'm gonna write a little note on a sticky note, put it in there so they can reuse it. In this loaded tag, I made the tag first of all, and I just did ephemera from the collection. I popped this up on foam, lots of layers. This is the little angel wing bow. That's so cute. And I don't know if you can see, but I actually, when I made this bow, I had like a piece of paper or something. I don't know if it was paper or like a piece of felt on top of it, and it kind of created this texture that I love. And so I started kind of making the bows, all of them in this color like that. My little beaded element, which this is a pen, and actually Ursula gifted me this last year, and I am passing it along in my swap this year. And this is just a little thing that I got from Dollar Tree that I cut down. I wrapped, it had like the ribbon on it, and I just kind of wrapped it around, and then I put another one of those butterflies on here. And then in here, I made my, main crafter's choice items. So I made these little party hats. I love party hats. I have been wanting to use this die, and I have never used it. And I finally used it. And I actually made these little backers are acetate that I sewed together. And I used this confetti mix from Dollar Tree. And I used that as the inside. And I think it came out so cute. So these are just on with a little, like a little sticky dot that they can just take off and use. So this is actually from Hobby Lobby, this sticker, and these are solid. This is from the collection. And then on the back I made one in a silver foil, just different colors. So I did make that, and you can reuse the backing because it's acetate. So I didn't want to do too much to it, and I kind of made it in a custom size so that it would just fit these party hats and fit in this bag like really nicely. And I always do this. I'm gonna put this away. I can put this away later. I can put it away later. And then I also made these little stars. And this is a Scrap Diva die. And it has just these little kind of tasseled stars. And I used paper from the collection as well as paper from different collections that matched. So I did make those. And then I also made these really fun, they reminded me of fireworks, which is why I made them, but I left them kind of plain so that they can add stuff to them. I was going to embellish them and layer them up, but I just decided to leave them like this so that they can do, what they want. Because they actually, this could be for a birthday. It could be for anything. And then I made another one of those backers. And then on here, the back of this is just plain. I did put this little banner here that you can only see when you take the stuff out. And so these two are the same height. They're the same, and this one is a little bit shorter. So what I did to keep them in there is I just kind of staggered them. So I have one that I have taller, just kind of standing taller, even though it isn't. And then if you just using the pressure from having 3 of them stuck in there, it keeps them at that height. So I will pack all of this up. I always package my swaps in another plastic bag just in case the box gets wet for some reason. I always try to enclose my whole entire swap inside of another big plastic bag. So I'll put all this stuff together. And then lastly, we have this tote, which I did something really fun. So I made, this is ribbon that I got at Dollar Tree last year, and I've been dying to try sewing little fabric ruffles, and I haven't really been able to find a good video. If you guys have one, can you link it below? So what I did was I basically just took this to my sewing machine and I ruffled it in random ways myself. And then after I ruffled this and I did a straight stitch, I have this ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and I did a zigzag stitch on this and kept it in the middle here. And then I just hot glued. This is actually ribbon from Valentine's Day that I have in it, a 3-pack that has pink, white, and red. And so I kind of made my own little pattern, and then I just put these 2 stars are from Hobby Lobby. And this is a bow that Ursula made me last year in the swap that I also incorporated here. And I did put a ruffle so you can see it a little bit better on the back. I didn't decorate it so that they could kind of see, how it was created. And these were really fun. So I made enough of these to I just used up the whole roll. So I made a few for Beck too, so that she can have a couple if she wants to use them next year. And then I just packed up the rest of them to keep in my stash for next year, which I know now how that works because, this is 1 year. So I was gonna make, this is a big shaker element. So this is actually one of those wooden, banners from Dollar Tree. And I was gonna use this to make a banner. I was gonna just cover it up, and use this, but then I thought this was too big. So what I ended up doing was making all 3 of these into shakers and just making them their kind of individual elements that you can put on maybe a tiered tray, or you can hang it up, or you can use it on top of something. So that's what this is. And this shaker mix is actually a mixture of some shaker stuff that I got at Temu and also Hobby Lobby. So that's what that is in there. And then I did make these bows with this same fabric, and I tied around some trim that I got from, I think, Michael's on clearance. And that was the center of the bow. So that is that. So I made one of these for Beck too. And then this is my banner. So it's actually, there's 3, but it's actually a bow banner. So it's just 3 bows. They all look exactly the same. The only thing that's different is this very center and then the fireworks that are in the background. So I layered up, basically this is a bag topper. No, it's not. It's actually made to be one of those like paperclip embellishments, which I did make Beck's into a paperclip, which I'll show you, but I used this and I like put these on the back to kind of hang the string from, so you can kind of see it on here. And I just made like a pack of 3 and they're super cute. So I just did bows on top of bows basically. And I layered these really pretty acetate pieces, almost like there's fireworks coming out of the bow, and then there's fireworks in the middle too. So I thought this was really cute. I love fireworks, so I had a lot of fun decorating with them. And then we had to do some store-bought goodies. So I gave them these bows, which are from Hobby Lobby, these fireworks, which are from Hobby Lobby, and then this is a pack of ephemera made by Pink Paisley called Sweet Freedom, and it is like a 4th of July ephemera pack. So I gave them that they can use next year if they want. And that is all for the swap. And then for Beck, hers is a little different. I never give the hostess like the same swap unless they like, you know, explicitly ask for that, because I just feel like, you know, they're gonna like, she's gonna have so much like 4th of July stuff. Like, what is she gonna do with all that? So I usually try to give them like crafty goodies and maybe like something that's maybe like the highlight. Oh, this wasn't here. Of the swap. So like something that I think that they might, you know, want to have, but not an entire like full swap, you know. So this actually was in here. I'm like, why is this so loose? So for Beck, I'll put this stuff over here. For her, I did make her a little piece of a banner. So I made it for her, but I did it in paperclip form. So I made her, I don't know if you can see it, but I made her a little paperclip banner. So she has a little piece of the banner that I created for my swap partner. So she has like a little miniature part of it. And then I did make a bag topper for her, and I actually just kept this on with double-sided tape because I wanted her to have these 2 ruffles if she wants to remove them and use them for something else. Like I use them on the bag, but they're actually could be bag topper, which is what I use it for here. So anyway, she just has another one just like that, but I did also back it on this, so she has one of these too if she wants to reuse it, because this is just kind of on, you know, temporarily. And I did use a jumbo paper clip for hers, so that's cute, because I think that's what this die is actually intended to do. So I just had hers in here so that she has a little bit of 4th of July for me. And I also made her, like I said, that one, another piece from the Dollar Tree banner. So I did make her one of these. And then I also made her one of the party hats so that she also has a miniature version of this. So I did make her a party hat. And then I made her a big version of the little popsicle so that she can keep that. I'm going to package that up. I didn't package all her stuff up. And then I have this little, this is actually the KS Craft. Is this the KS Craft one or is this the Jaded Blossom one? I think this is the KS Craft little stand, and I made it into a fireworks stand. And I have like the dog and the cat chasing each other, and I just use ephemera from the collection, the fireworks, the flag, the birds, so cute. So I'm gonna give her that. And then I also made her a card. Her card's a little different, but it has the same elements as this card over here. So I made her a little Statue of Liberty card. And then I made these little like firework embellishments. They're just like little, they're almost like buttons, but they're not. They're you know, like basically I did different types. So some of them are foiled, but they're just like little fireworks. And this is a die from Echo Park that I actually got on clearance at scrapbooks.com a few hauls ago. And so I am going to package that up and give it to her. And then I also made her a small embellishment box, which I have not decorated. I don't know if I'm going to, because I'm just like, I'm out of time. But I may just put like something on top of here. I don't want it to not be able to open though. Maybe I should just put one of these in the middle of this. I may do that, because I was going to do something that was like in a pentagon shape, but I might actually just grab one of these and put it like in the middle, because I still want this to be able to open up. So that's cute. I may just do something super, super duper simple, because this swap has got to go out. And then I also gave her a bunch of crafty goodies that are filled up this entire tote from Dollar Tree. It's a whole bunch of crafty goodness in there, and like none of it is 4th of July related. This is my 4th of July related stuff, and then I gave her a bunch of other stuff, but you're gonna have to watch her unboxing video to see that. But this is basically what I created, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.